For many years, many people have asked, will Fox News anchors, particularly those who've been caught lying, ever be held accountable? And we've had this case we've been covering, and people say, well, what's it all going to lead to? And what if they just settle out for some nominal fee? Well, as of tonight, I can report that this is going all the way. Fox going on trial for lies, defamation. The court tonight has announced that this jury will actually be seated Monday. That's after a day of selection. Rupert Murdoch could be on the stand and under oath as soon as next week when the trial starts. They're facing over $1 billion in potential penalties, which is more than the balance sheet of some of the shows that are under heat. And now there's new evidence. Our colleague here at MSNBC, Alex Wagner, reporting on the audio from former Fox staffer Abby Grossberg. Now, this is something Fox didn't disclose. It's part of why they're in trouble. We've been reporting that aspect of this during the week. What's brand new is the audio itself. You have Giuliani and a Fox host, Maria Bartiromo. They're off air, and they're discussing the whole voting machine issues with Dominion. This is right after November 8th, 2020.
I'm going to be asking you for as much evidence as you can tell us about these lawsuits. Whatever you can tell us in terms of evidence would be really helpful. Okay, great.
I can tell you exactly what we have.
Perfect. And what about this software, this Dominion software?
That's a little harder
troubling
to tell you. Right, it's being analyzed right now. I mean, there are a couple of races that have been reversed because the Democrat was triple counted, two already in Michigan. Now, whether that applies for the whole state or not, I can't tell you yet.
This Dominion software, does Nancy Pelosi have an interest in it?
I've read that. I can't prove that.
Giuliani basically being potentially more candid and private about what he simply can't prove. Then he goes on air.
Do you have the Dominion hardware in your possession? Do you need to have that hardware in your possession to prove it? Can you prove the case without the hardware or the software?
We have people that I can't really disclose that can describe the hardware in great detail.
I mean, he's supposed to be that person, those people. That's what he says he's doing. There's a contrast here between, as we've seen in other parts of the case, what they were saying secretly and then how they were presenting it to their viewers, whether they're misleading their viewers, and now, and this is really bad for them, whether they've actively misled the court. I noted in fairness this week that sometimes these things can be failed to be produced as a mistake, right? There's a lot of different evidence. The judge, though, rebuked them for hiding this. I will tell you what Fox News says. They explained to the court, that's the judge, that they did produce this information from this producer, Grossberg, when we first learned it. The judge has disagreed, and that suggests they will be under significant pressure. I'm joined now by attorney Maya Wiley. Welcome back.
Thank you. Good to be back.
What do you see here in this actually going to trial and something that isn't the core of the case? You're not going to win or lose the whole case over whether this was hidden, but the judge seemingly done with some of Fox's defenses on that issue.
Well, it's interesting because in this case, we already have this judge having said there is no question that all these things being said about Dominion were not true.
Yeah.
They were false. What remains is whether or not a jury will agree that it was intentional or what we call reckless, meaning that the hosts didn't really have lots of reasons not to believe it or to really question it deeply. And that's why these tapes are so relevant. And it's also relevant that this judge thinks they were not being forthcoming because they help make the case that Dominion is trying to make, which is you all know that you had no business believing this, that it would be reckless that you actually go out and make statements like you made because you were having conversations that suggested that you knew you couldn't rely on it. And that's essentially, we don't know, but we have a judge that says these were lies. It's going to the jury. And we have a judge saying, and I don't believe you weren't trying to hold this back. So what I hear, that's unusual for judges. They usually give lawyers the benefit of the doubt that there was a mistake made. This judge isn't buying it, and that tells us something.
Yeah, and the Fox producer's lawyer basically says the nature of this is the kind of evidence that they would have known they had to hand over. Take a listen.
Among them, the practitioners there have over 150 years of experience, and it's really unlikely that they really dropped the ball and just forgot to turn this obviously relevant evidence over. It's more likely that they've been hiding the ball, as we've alleged all along.
Well, that's certainly one read, and we certainly have a judge that seems to think so, too. And I think that's the point. A judge is the neutral person in that courtroom who doesn't have a dog in the race, right? And the judge thinks it's very strange.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you about the jury. You know, there's been a lot of talk about juries lately. How will Donald Trump get a jury in New York? People know who he is, at a minimum. How does Fox, which, of course, its whole influence and power is being on in so many households, how does it get the jury? And they've been selected. But I did want to point this out to folks as we learn as we go. Here's some of the questions that they were asking in the voir dire, right? Do you know any employees of these companies? That's standard. Do you happen to know Mike Lindell? You know, where do you get your pillows? Maybe he comped you one. I don't know. Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell. Has anyone ever worked in a newsroom, right? That means some of the folks who are here right now might be booted off that jury for being, you know, too close to it. And then do you avoid Fox? If so, would that affect your ability to be fair and impartial? I thought that was interesting because that's not only saying, are you a diehard Fox fan, but are you somehow avoiding it because you're anti? And in fairness to them, they deserve a jury that's not predisposed against them. What do you think of all that?
Well, I think you're exactly right. They're trying to make sure they're not getting someone that says, I know you're a lying outlet and I can't watch it because I can't believe what you say, because you don't just give opinion. You have an agenda. And we know that there are a lot of people in this country who believe that. So to ask, you know, if you're looking for a neutral juror, you know, you want someone who is not going to assume you're lying or that you know better than what you're saying. So you're not going to want a person on the jury who says, y'all been lying for years, which is what a lot of people think.